Yeah, it's really good to see you again. You mentioned that. Yeah, so you wanted to do sort of another kind of improvisational back massage today. Yeah, we've got you laying down. You're hooked up with the tablet. Okay, you're comfortable. Okay, great. And we've done some alignment work in these sessions in the past. Did you want to do that again? Yeah, we can do, we can do some rocking in terms of the back, some tilting, some good stretches. We can work on these hips also. Does that sound good? Okay, great. So I'm just going to start. I don't really know what order I'm going to do things. Yeah, that's part of the improvisational thing, right? Yeah, so I'm just going to start. We'll start with some good kneading here. Yeah. Some kneading up and down the sides of your torso. Yeah, this is just to kind of wake up the body a little bit. Skin pulling. Yes, that's another thing we're going to do. It's like coming to me as I get into the treatment. Yep. Okay. I'm just going to give these shoulders a good squeeze and just kind of just rock them a little bit. Yep. There we go. And let's give the sides of the body a good squeeze. Give it a little rock. How's that feel? Okay. Just let me know at any time if it feels too intense. Yeah. But we've had some fairly intense sessions and I know you can handle it typically, right? So let's get these lats a good squeeze and a good rock. There we go. Yeah. Let's bring it down to the waist. Oh, give that waist a good squeeze. And a good rock. There we go. Let's shine your little butt pad thing back. Let's give these hips a good squeeze. And a good rock. There we go. Take my thumbs in. Yeah, I'm getting a little up close and personal. You're okay with that? Okay, good. Just let me know at any time if you're feeling uncomfortable, okay? Yeah. Oh. Okay, there we go. Yeah. How are the hips feeling in general? A little out of alignment. Okay, so we'll work on that as well. Yeah. All right, so let's start with, I think we're gonna, let's actually give these shoulders another good squeeze, a good rock, and then let's move my butt pad back. There we go. Okay, let's go down this back. There we go. We are working down the spine just to get a sense of how it feels. Yeah. And now we are working up the spine. We've got a bungalow kitty. He's going to say hello. Hi, sweetie. Love you. Working up that spine. Okay. So as I'm doing this, any points of tenderness? Lower back a little bit. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's start that. And let's go down all the way. So this is the lower spine, right where it sort of connects to the sacral area. Sweetie, sweetie, sweetie. No. Sweetheart, sweetheart, Can we leave the body alone, please? Okay. So this is the lower spine where it connects to the sacral area. Okay. All right. So it was right there where you were feeling some tenderness. Okay. I'm going to do some skin pulling up and down the spine. We'll try to focus on this, and then we'll keep working on the back, okay? Right? This is that tender spot. Okay, I'm gonna do a skin pull, okay? And let's give it a little. Yep. Feeling okay? Good. And down. Base of the spine. Smooth out this sheet again. Oops, didn't quite get a good grab there. Okay. Am I correctly thinking that this is the spot? Okay, ready? Yeah. Good. Okay. All right, so now some good spine skin pulling. Let's see, let's feel down in the sacral area again. Yeah. A little bit of rocking. We'll do some targeted skin pulling around here in a second too. I'm gonna work on the shoulder blades first, okay? I am gonna first dig these thumbs in a little bit. Doing okay? Yeah, and we're gonna rock. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. All right. Scoop again here. Okay, so let's work on the shoulder blades. Yeah, this is your right shoulder blade. There we go. Yeah, just feeling that out. Any points of tenderness? There, a little bit. Okay, so kind of at the bottom of the blade as it kind of starts to curve outwards. Okay. All right, so that's the right shoulder blade. Let's look at this left shoulder blade here. How's that one feel? Pretty good? A point right there. Okay, all right, so it seems like you've got, I think this has happened before in this session, you've got like these twin points of pain, right? And they are both underneath the shoulder blades. Okay. I wonder if that's a posture thing actually. Maybe if you're sort of hunching and that's putting some pressure there. Okay. All right. Let me just kind of scooping the blade. My finger. There we go. Sweeping. And then I'm just going to scoop this blade. My finger. There we go. Feeling okay? So let's do some skin pulling, and we're going to do the entire blade, but we're going to focus particularly on this under part, okay? Yeah. Okay, here's that point. Yeah, let's really work it. Go. Okay. Now we're going to start kind of along the side of the torso and work backwards. Okay, here's that point, that pain point you were talking about. Let's really give it a good pull. Yeah, there we go. Okay, all right, so that was the right shoulder blade. Doing okay? Okay, let's move on to the left. All right, here we go. And again, we're going to target that under point of the blade, okay? And here it is, ready? Yep. Go. Okay, still doing okay? Great. Okay, and we're going to go backwards now, ready? Here's the pain point. You're doing good. Okay, great. Okay, great. You know, and I am just going to do a little skin pull on either side of the shoulders here. Let's do this side. Right, and let's do this side. Okay. Great. How's this back feeling? Feeling okay? Okay. Let's do some rocking and some tilting on the back, and then we'll move down to the hips, okay? I'm gonna do some hair on me or something. I'm gonna do some skin pulling on the hips, and then we'll do some more alignment work down there, okay? Yeah. Okay. So, let's see. Again, move my little butt pad. Okay. Alright, so let's do some good kneading up and down your back. Okay. That's my knee that just cracked. Wow. Okay. Alright, so here we go. Oh, good stretch. Yeah. And that is really pulling the, sort of like your right lateral side, right? Yeah. Yeah, you can really feel that stretch. It's nice. Okay. And then let's tip you up this way. There we go. And you're really going to feel that stretch on your left side, kind of upper torso under the underarm. Yeah. Okay, and down. Good. Let's move down to the mid back. Here we go. And a good stretch. Oh. Nice and a good stretch to that side. Great. Still doing okay? Wonderful. And let's go down to these hips. Ready? And we are going to do a good sort of twisting motion with these hips. Yeah, with these hips and the waist. Twisting the waist can really feel good. Yeah, and then tip you up this way. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and now let's get this back to normal there. We're just gonna do some good rocking here. Yeah, just kind of walking my hands down the sides of the back. Continuing the rocking motion. Yeah, and I think I've mentioned this before, but this rocking motion and the tilting and the stretching, it almost, it can work as sort of like small adjustments. You know, obviously we're not doing adjustments with like crazy cracks or anything, but it can just subtly shift things around, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. Great. So let's step back a little bit more. Let's do some stretching on these hips. Here we go. Yeah. Oh. That's your right side getting nice and stretched. Yeah. And let's push that over. There we go. It's the left side. Okay. Now I'm going to dig these thumbs in again. Okay. You're okay with that? All right. Ready? There we go. Yeah. Okay. And we are going to give that a good stretch. And do that a good stretch. Okay. Okay. All right. And I'm going to get these thumbs in again. And let's just do some rocks. Yeah. So, again, like I said, this is a little up close and personal, right? But my thumbs, are sort of like, I guess directly above the glute, kind of behind the hinge of your hip, right? And I'm really digging them in. And again, this is going to work as sort of a subtle adjustment, right? Yeah, okay. There we go. Okay. All right. Doing okay? Okay. So now, while I'm down there, hips. Adjust my pants. Okay, so while I'm down at the hips, just gonna kind of give you a feel. These are little subtle like wiggle rocks. It sounds like a Jim Henson cartoon or something. Wiggle rock. Okay. There we go. Just gonna keep doing those. There we go. Alright. So I'm just gonna feel down and up the left side of your hip, okay? Are you experiencing any pain points here? Right there? Okay. So again, that's kind of like this place that I was targeting with my thumbs a little bit. It's like north of the glutes, right around almost like the back hip hinge, if you will, right? Yeah, you can really like feel it right there, okay? All right, so that's a bit of a discomfort point. Okay, I'm gonna move my hand down your right hip, okay? And back up. And really, oh wow, okay, so another twin pain point. That's fascinating because you've got these points right under the shoulder blades, right? And you've got these points right here in the hips. Interesting. Okay. All right, so let's do some skin pulling along the sides of the hips, okay? And I think then we'll do some more sort of subtle adjustments. Yeah, just do a little bit more wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Go. Okay. All right, so we are going to do the skin pulling down the side of your left hip now. Ready? I'm going to start a little farther north than the pain point, okay? But I'll let you know before we get there. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to sort of go around the pain point and then we'll get back up to it when I... Okay, so if I'm correct, is that the point of tenderness? Yes. Okay, so we're going to do a little skin pull here. You okay? Ready? Let me see if I can get a better grip. Hold on. It's right there. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that is really working, I guess the fascia around the hinge. Yeah. Too intense? No, you're good. Okay, good. Great. Let's do some more. And as we come up, let's target this one point and really get it. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay. All right. Ooh, that was a little intense. Doing okay? Great. I'm gonna do the wiggle rock again. Wiggle rock, wiggle rock. Okay, here we go. All right, so to get to the skin pulling on the other side is a slightly tricky thing, but I will do it. All right, so we've got this pain point right here, right? Okay. So we are going to start with skin pulling, and I'm actually kind of going around the pain point as I go down the hips, and we're gonna access it when we come back up, okay? Okay, here it comes, ready? Is it right there? Yeah, ready? Oh, let's wiggle it. Yeah. Really pull that skin. Okay. Up, up. Let me get a better grip there. Up and up. Okay. Great. How are these feeling? Okay? Okay. Let's do the skin pulling down and up one more time. Sort you out here a little bit. There we go. And I will go around the pain point on the way down, but we're gonna target it on the way up, okay? Ready? Come up. this is it right here, ready? Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. How's that feeling? Yeah, I know the skin pulling feels amazing, but it's a little intense, definitely, especially when there's areas that need to be addressed, right? Okay, so in I go with the thumbs again. Ready? Okay, and let's tip you this way. Let's tip you that way. Let's do a little rock. That's good. Okay. All right. Okay. How are you feeling? Yeah? Okay, good. Return my butt pad. Okay. All right. Well, I feel like, yeah, let's just do a little bit more rocking as we finish up this session. I feel like we hit some good things today. Yeah, because we found these pain points right here under the shoulder blades, which is great. This waist a little bit here. And we found the pain points, again, twin pain points down the hips, right? Yeah, those hip hinges are definitely, well, I mean, we carry a lot in the hips actually, so it's not that surprising that they'd be painful, but it's good to address it, right? Yes, okay. All right, yeah, and then there was this spot right there, which is feeling considerably better. How's it feeling to you? Yeah, okay, great. Okay, great. All right. Just do a little wiggle here. Go. I got a little, sorry, I keep laughing when I'm down here because I got a little bit of feedback the last time we did one of these sessions that the rump kept getting smaller in these videos, so I wanted to bring back the bigger booty. It's back. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, well, there we go. Well, it was wonderful seeing you. Yeah, as always. You know that I love doing sessions like this. Yeah. I think there's something that I like about this kind of improvisational style. Yeah, I like being able to hook you up with the tablet so that you can lay face down, but also have a sense of what's going on, what work we're doing on the body. And I also just like getting a little bit silly. Oh man. Okay. All right. Well, how are you feeling? You feeling a little sleepy? Yeah. Okay. Well, I will let you sleep. Yeah, you're just hanging out on the bed, so it's a good moment to take a nap. Yeah. Thank you for joining me on this lazy afternoon. Yeah, where we could just sort of have the luxury of doing an improvisational session. I'm glad that there's not anything, too severely wrong with the back and with the hips, but we did target a few areas that needed some help. Yeah, so that was really nice. And I will just let you sleep, okay? And I'll come get you in a little bit. No pressure, don't worry about, napping too long or anything like that. Yeah, you can just take all the time you need, okay? Yeah. Okay. I'll come get you in a little bit.